Everybody say hi, Nick.
Hi. 1, 2, 3.
We arrived in London on the Avanti West Coast around 9 a.m., though admittedly we weren't feeling our best. It was hot and bumpy. Matt's stomach wasn't having it. He found a seat near the restroom and ended up spending the entire ride there. I checked on him now and then, bringing him his water bottle and what was left of mine. Our original plan after arriving at London Euston Station was to grab a cab, hop on a bus, or catch another train to get closer to our hotel. But after that train ride, Matt wasn't exactly eager to get on any form of transportation right away. So, we walked. 45 minutes through the streets of London, luggage in tow, all the way to the Hyatt Regency Blackfriars. We paid a little extra for early check-in, got into our room, and immediately crashed for a solid 5-hour nap. After our packed days in Ireland and Liverpool, I think it's safe to say we were running on empty. Later that day, we finally left the room and headed out to a spot we'd been looking forward to, Nandos. It's a South African casual dining chain that's hugely popular in the UK, and one our friend Paul, who you may remember from our Liverpool video, had recommended. Since there are only a few locations in the US and none near us, we were excited to give it a try. But this time I wasn't feeling so great. I ordered my food and stepped outside to catch a breeze while we waited. Luckily, once the food arrived and I got something in my system, I started feeling much better and ready to enjoy the evening. We met up with Paul and headed over to Leicester Square, where we grabbed some coffee and took in the sounds of a street performer for a while.
Didn't have to ask. So I perform all over the world, trying to make people happy through music. Are you guys happy? Amazing. One precursor, if you do enjoy it, guys, I am not paid to be here, so I do appreciate all the donations. But don't worry, if you don't have cash, I have a card reader. And it's less than the price of a London mocha, guys, so I'd be very sad if you didn't think I was worth the price of a mocha. All right, guys. For the support, thank you so much. Beautiful. Best energy of the last half an hour, thank you. Never mind, I'll find. How do you know? I'm just messing with you. Let's try that again, guys. Tuck in one, guys. If you see that gap, let's close it. It will just make the show so much better. Thank you so much. Here we go. If anyone else wants to get out the foam light, they're killing it. Where are you guys from? Your parents. Okay, cool. Here we go. Never mind, someone like you. Sing it. I wish nothing but the best. Don't forget me. I remember you said sometimes it lasts enough and sometimes it hurts instead.
From there, we made our way to Trafalgar Square to catch the tail end of the MLB Takeover event. The next day, we'd be heading to London Stadium to see the New York Mets take on the Philadelphia Phillies in the 3rd London Series. Even though things were winding down for the night, it was still great to see all the displays and energy around the event. Afterward, we stopped by a local pub for a beer and to meet up with some friends, then stumbled upon a nearby piano bar where we enjoyed some live music to end the night.
Sing us a song of Sing us a song tonight. I'll do this now, John, for you.
On the way back to our hotel, we grabbed a few shots of the city lit up after dark, a perfect way to end our first day in The The Tower of London is one of Britain's most iconic and storied landmarks. Building began with William the Conqueror in 1078. This medieval fortress has served as a royal palace, prison, treasury, and even a zoo. We'll dive into the tower grounds in our next video, but here are a few shots of our visit. We also witnessed this performance, which I still don't totally understand, but I'll show you a bit of it now.
He doesn't even need a countdown. 1, 2, 3.
Excuse me, are you married? Yes, but are you princess? That's fine. I'm sure we can put you on reserve. You there? Are you married?
On our way out, we stopped to snap a photo in front of the Tower Bridge. Now, a lot of people confuse this with London Bridge. They're not the same. Both cross the River Thames, but they're about half a mile or roughly 1 kilometer apart. So if you didn't know, now you do. After a quick stop at the hotel so I could change, we met up with a few more friends. Together, we headed to a bar called All My Friends. Our seats for the Mets versus Phillies game were with the Seven Line Army, a group of die-hard Mets fans. We've actually posted a video from a previous trip with them in Anaheim. The organizer of the Seven Line coordinated with all my friends so we could all meet up before the game. I can only imagine what it must have been like for the bar staff to learn that hundreds of Americans would be rolling in, but props to them for the warm welcome. The place was packed, loud, and full of energy, exactly the kind of atmosphere you want before a big game. Here's an Instagram reel from the Seven Line Army showing some of the pregame fun. As is tradition with the Seven Line Army, there was a pregame group walk to the stadium. A group walk of 10 or 15 people is one thing, but this was several hundred Mets fans casually making their way through the streets of London. During the game, we got to see the always entertaining mascot race, featuring none other than Henry VIII, Winston Churchill, a member of the King's Guard, and Freddie Mercury, of course. Unfortunately, the game didn't end in our favor, but the Mets had come back to win the next day. As the crowds poured out of the stadium, we started making our way back toward the hotel along with thousands of other fans. Even though we waited a bit to try to avoid the rush, it was still incredibly crowded. We ended the night with a drink at a bar conveniently located outside our hotel, then called it a night. With just a few hours left in London, we made our way to the iconic Abbey Road intersection, made famous by the Beatles' album of the same name. In addition to the crosswalk, you can also see the legendary Abbey Road studios and pop into the gift shop nearby. We started with the gift shop, picked up a few souvenirs, and then headed outside to make our attempt at crossing the famous intersection for that classic photo. In a future video, we'll share the details on how to get there and tips for Beatles fans visiting the UK. For our final meal in London, we stopped by at the nearby Duke of York. I went for a much-needed Bloody Mary, while Matt enjoyed a glass of wine. It was a perfect way to wrap up our time in the city. Good food, good drinks, and one last bit of sightseeing before heading out. We couldn't visit London without seeing Big Ben up close. Fun fact, while most people refer to the entire clock tower as Big Ben, the name actually belongs to the large bell inside. The clock itself is part of the Elizabeth Tower, which is attached to the Palace of Westminster. The Palace of Westminster, also known as the Houses of Parliament, is home to the House of Commons and the House of Lords. It also includes ceremonial spaces for the monarch, historic artifacts, and is the setting for many significant moments in British history. Just across the way is Westminster Abbey, where coronations and royal weddings have taken place for generations. After snapping this admittedly ridiculous photo that I insisted on, we took a quick stroll around the area. You'll spot statues throughout the grounds, including figures like Winston Churchill and Oliver Cromwell. It was a lively afternoon with a mix of tourists, locals, and a few demonstrators. Our time was short, and before long we had to head back to the hotel, grab our luggage, and make our way to St. Pancras International to catch the Eurostar to our next destination. Join us next time as we expand upon our visit to the Tower of London, learn a bit about the queens who were executed and who are buried there, and see where some notable people were kept as prisoners. And of course you'll get to see more of the performance with this guy who's dressed as a hand.
Oh, very good done, everybody.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and consider commenting and or subscribing. This will help us learn which videos you like best. Also, be sure to follow us everywhere at Grecoban.